Hello Aries, thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Chakra Wisdom Tarot by Tori Hartman, artwork by Katrina Sokolova, and there are websites for them, torihartman.com and watkinspublishing.com. Supportive Oracle cards, Spellcasting Oracle cards by Flavia, Barbara, and Lizbeth. They have a website as well. SheWhoIsArt.com. They're just above the white box. Okay, there's that. There's like a very it's a strong energy already starting. So, but yeah, you're dealing with Earth. I've got 2 cards there. There's a lot of like push. Is this working for you? Alright, I do feel aggravation here. I don't think it's bad, only because you're getting something out of this. Because I feel this 8 of Swords, but it's almost like that job that pays really well that you really don't care for. So you're getting something out of it, but you're like, oh, I have to do this. I get the money I want from it, but I don't really care for the job. It feels like that type of situation. Because somebody's pushing and they're giving you more opportunities. Kind of like, you know, you like the money you're making now, how about you do this and you can make even more money? And it's kind of like, I don't really like this job, but if I'm going to be here, I might as well make more money. Logan. Okay. Don't pull that. Logan, that's a cord. What's wrong with you? Okay. I don't need a fried cat. Do not bite the cord. Okay? Don't do that. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Offering you something better, coming forward with that offer. It is going to work in your favor. I feel like the first thing I'm noticing is like, I think you have to redefine your boundaries. Due to the outcome and due to what you're getting out of the situation, I feel like somebody's getting a little bit, they're encroaching a little bit too far on your boundaries. And it's kind of like, I'm getting what I want out of this. I need to kind of push this back. But I'm like, if I start pushing back, I don't know how that's going to go. And I don't want to damage my success. I think we need to like, because I know Aries doesn't tolerate that usually. But it's kind of like what you're getting in return. It's kind of like, oh, I want to tell them, but I don't know if they're going to take it that well. And when I say something, people know what I mean. It's not like it's a mystery. And I'm trying to figure out what do I need to do, because whatever's coming in is going to be here for a while. And I feel like it's time to redefine boundaries now. We need to redefine boundaries now, because whatever happens from here forward, it's going to stick. So maybe they're giving you a good opportunity or a good offer, but we need to redefine these boundaries. You are going to be happy with the payout you get, the money you get. The job, again, it feels, it doesn't have to be job oriented, but I'm getting like whatever did you have to do to get the outcome. I like the outcome. I don't like what I have to do. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I have to redefine boundaries. If you redefine boundaries, for example, I'm going to use the work thing again. Like, it doesn't have to be a work thing, but say there's like certain times of the week, or like maybe like Saturdays are off limits. Don't work Saturdays. And maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays, you have to be home by 6. Maybe those are your boundaries. I'm not working Saturday. Tuesdays and Thursdays nights. Tuesday nights I have to be out at 6. If I have to do extra the other days, then I have to do extra the other days, or whatever that is for you. Whatever you decide those boundaries are, you got to define that and hold it. And you'll hold the line when you need to. Once you've defined it, and like somebody tries to encroach, like, oh, Saturday we're all getting together. You're like, well, I said I couldn't. I got this going on, so I'm not going to be there. You do what you got to do. I've already put this out there that I'm not going to be there. So I understand you got to do what you got to do, and everybody else might be getting together on Saturday, but I already said I'm not. This is the boundary. I'm not going to let this cross. Because I feel like if you preset it and you define it in the beginning, you're very good at being clear. Aries usually, like, you don't mince words. You have something to say, boom, there it is, and here's where I told you, and I told you more than once, because usually you have to reiterate things to certain people. You'll make your point. and you'll hold to it. If you do that right in the beginning, people don't like it. People don't like it. I don't know, is that new? Probably not. Once in a while you say stuff and people don't like it. Oh, alright, well they don't like it. It's still what it is. Like, they could not like it all they want. And I get that. They don't like it. And you kind of knew they weren't gonna, but still. For example, no Saturdays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, 6 o'clock. Boom, that's it. They don't really like it. I do feel like they're gonna try to push back, and right off the bat, they're gonna try to negotiate. You'll be like, I can't negotiate it. This is how it is. I even feel like you could probably decide for yourself if this is right. If that can't be a part of the situation, well, maybe this isn't for me. Because I feel like they'll recoil quick. No, we need you, Aries. No, we need you. Okay, you can't do Saturdays. Okay, you have to be done by 6 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay, then that's how it has to be. They don't like it, but, you deal with that. It's not the first time in your life somebody hasn't liked what you said. I mean, if you're that true Aries energy, it's like, that's not a new feeling. It's not a new feeling, and you usually roll with it quite well, from what I get. And I have Aries moon going on there, so it's kind of like, oh, you don't like that? Well, oh well. Oh well, it's how it is. Oh, they don't like that? Oh, it's how it is. If you're able to do this, I feel like this situation goes a lot better. A lot better. I'm a lot more comfortable if I have these boundaries in place, because it keeps things from getting out of balance. I've already made this boundary. I'm not about to let somebody cross my boundary, but it also keeps the sanity as much as I can have it, to where, like, I can look forward to these times of the week, for example, in this situation. These times of the week, I know I'm going to be okay. I'm going to get my break. I need a break. I already have this set up, and I'm not letting people cross the boundary, so I am making sure my health is still doing the best I can with it, because I have these breaks 3 times throughout the week. I'm good. And it feels like it really kind of lightens your load. It creates a lot of health. Good energy here. Very good energy for you. Most people need to have better boundaries, and for you it's not about having the better boundaries. It's about making sure that people know your boundaries and then keeping them in place. There's a little bit more here, but what is it? The Emperor's coming in with the Ace of Swords. They're going to try to play this game. There's some manipulation going on here. And I'm getting the term by hook or by crook. So there's people who just want what they want, and they're going to try to find a way to get it. So by hook or by crook. Don't give in on your boundaries, no matter how good it looks. Oh, you can't hang out. Well, you can't do that Saturday? All right, well, the rest of us are going to get together. We're going to make a lot of money that day. If you don't want to come, no, it's okay. You have your boundaries. Okay, Aries, you have your boundaries. We're going to make a lot of money. We wanted to include you in that, but if you can't be there, I guess you can't be there then. Don't fall for that crap. Because I feel like that's very simple, and the way I'm putting it probably is easy to walk away from. But they're going to make it really, like they're putting a cheesecake in front of me with ice cream on it. I was like, oh, I do want that. oh, I do want that. Don't, because what I'm getting is, like, maybe they'll pull that once or twice, and maybe they will work on a Saturday and you won't. But they're not going to like it. Because without you there, you're a very integral part of the situation, and it makes it a lot harder for the rest of them. And they're not going to like it. They'll play that game 2 or 3 times maybe, and then they'll stop. Let them play the game. Don't give into it. Because they're going to really kind of, like, to me, it's like the cheesecake with the ice cream. It's like, oh, that, like my mouth is watering just thinking about it. Yeah. But it's, no, yeah, I want it though. Don't go for it. Don't go for it. Because if you go for it, it's you broke your boundary. They're going to continually break your boundary over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. If you hold to it, no matter how much they try to suck you in, the boundary will stay. Because they're going to offer you something you really want. They're going to play it by hook or by crook. And judgment will go based on your reaction. If you give in, it's like you give an inch, they will take that mile. They'll take even more than that if they can. If you don't give in, they can't do anything with it. And they'll stop. They will, like 2 to 3 times. Like 2 to 3 times they'll try, but then they'll stop. Because once the pattern is set, and because your boundaries will definitely be challenged. And I don't feel like you have to get upset about it. You're just like, can't. They're just going to try to entice you. Don't give in. I'm almost done. There's a lot of good energy here. I don't feel like you're getting used. You decide whether that's right, obviously. Happiness is here with the Fool. People want what they want. And I feel like you holding your boundaries is a good example of how this should be done. Other people are not going to hold boundaries. They're just going to go along with it. And they're going to burn out. It's going to go bad. So I almost feel like if it's a job thing, again, that's an analogy, just go where you need to go with it. It doesn't mean it has to be a job. But it's like somebody going into this and they don't set up these boundaries and they're working every day, weekends, constantly. They're off doing things and they get calls in the middle of whatever event they're a part of, and they just do it so much. After a few months, they will burn out, and it will not be pretty. It will not be pretty. Some people will flat out quit, is what I'm getting. But you holding the boundary gives you longevity. Other people might have to create their own boundaries later if they expect to flourish in this situation. Creating a boundary in the beginning is a lot better, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Maybe the reason that's coming out right now is maybe you're a person who this has been going on for a while and you didn't create those boundaries in the beginning, but maybe it's time to create those boundaries now, because you can force that in there. Aries can force that in there. If you're like, no, I really got to change this. I've been going on for years with this, but if I change this now to where I can't after 6 on these 2 days and this whole day is off limits, I got to set the boundary now and I got to force it in there. And they may not like it, but I got to do it for my own mental health. They don't like it, but they don't have to like it. You have to like it. That's all. You have to like the outcome. There's a lot here. Like, you're very, very needed here. You're very appreciated for your work. What you contribute is very valuable. Remember that. With the Ace of Cups, it's in the environment saying you contribute a lot here and they need you. Without you, it seems like this doesn't go as well. They will work with you. I'm noticing the reconciliation. Like, at first they may push against it, but they will stay together. That pulling of the hands is like holding together. It may seem like they don't want to work with you at first. They may give you a lot of resistance, but I feel like they will work with you long term. Things get better. Things get better for you and other people with these boundaries. Just the boundaries, very, very important. I think this is interesting. The last card I got is Psychic Abilities. If you're coming to this reading and this is really hitting with you, it's because you know that something is going to fall apart. You know that this isn't going to last. Something's about to give. Here's your chance to fix it before it breaks. It's going to hit for whatever that hits for. I'm not going to worry about that one. It seems very specific for a certain person, so we're going to let that go. All right, anything else? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.